Right, so this is an answer that somebody has written for the Tangled translation activity. So just as a reminder, the activity looked just like this. So the idea here was that we highlighted each of these into different languages. So what the student has done here is to highlight in yellow English and orange French. So very, very quickly, let's quickly check our English translation. So in my family, there are 5 people. My dad, my mum, my older brother, my younger sister, and me. My sister is quite annoying, but I get on well with my brother because we have similar interests. My brother has similar interests. In general, I get on well with my dad because he is generous. So he is generous. We're just missing that out here. And kind, but my mum and I argue often because she's too strict. Yep, last weekend I argued with my mum about my homework. In the future, I would like to have, so not forgetting this word here, to have, so I would like to have a family because I love children. So this is the English translation. So we're now going to have a quick look at the French translation, which is here. So I'm just going to mark this for accuracy. And the first thing I'm going to do is go through and just mark and highlight issues that I need to come back to. So dans ma famille, il y a 5 personnes. Mon père, ma mère, mon frère aîné, ma sœur cadette et moi. Ma sœur est assez casse-pied, mais je s'entendre bien avec mon frère parce que nous avons des intérêts similaires. En général, je bien avec mon père car il est, so this word here as well, est sympa, mais ma mère et moi souvent parce qu'elle est trop stricte. Le week-end dernier, je me suis disputé, excellent, avec ma mère au sujet de mon, so we need these 2 words as well. À l'avenir, je voudrais, we're missing the word, parce que j'adore les enfants. Okay, right, so this is a pretty good piece of work. Let's have a quick check of these words. So the simple ones are words like this. We've got mère, needs a downwards accent over that. We've got frère, similarly, and because this is a brother that we're describing here, this word, which means elder, only needs 1 E there, so the E with the accent. So mon frère aîné, ma sœur cadette et moi. Ma sœur, it's just a spelling, O and E go together here. Est assez casse-pied, mais je. Now this is a reflexive verb. So what we need to do is this. Now if I look this word up, so first of all we're down here, so I get on bien. So we've looked the word up correctly, and so let me just check here. So to get on, just to show you where this word came from. So we've got get. Let's keep flicking through until we get to get on. Okay, so we've got to get on. Not that type of get on, to get on with somebody. So the person who did this work has actually chosen the correct word, which is excellent. So s'entendre avec quelqu'un, to get on with someone. But if we look here in the usage, we've got Sita doesn't get on with her brother. Sita ne s'entend pas avec son frère. Now we notice that we've done something from the verb here to get to this word here that I'm pointing at. So that's what we're going to focus on just very quickly here. So number 3, it's got next to it. So what this 3, refers to is that we need to go to the center of the dictionary and we'll find that we've got an RE verb. Now the reason why that is similar to the verb that we've used is because it ends with an RE. So all of these endings down here are the endings that we need. Now because when we looked it up, and I'll just quickly go back to it, because when we looked it up we saw that to get on actually has a little S before it, so the S apostrophe means to say that it's something called a reflexive verb. So this is a verb that we do to ourselves. So if I look at this model reflexive verb, so model regular verb, this is a reflexive, se laver, is to wash oneself. So we also see these little words here before the conjugated verb, which are called reflexive pronouns. So if we've got je, it's me. So this literally means myself. So je lave me, je me lave, I wash myself. Tu te laves, you wash yourself. Il, elle, on, se lave, he, she, we, wash himself, herself, ourself. Nous nous lavons, we wash ourselves. Vous vous lavez, you wash yourself. And il and elle se lave, they wash themselves. Okay, so these are called reflexive pronouns. So let's have a look at what the person who did this work has done. They've left this verb as the infinitive. So what we need to do is, first of all, we need to look at which is the correct reflexive pronoun. And because it's got je, we then go in here and we see that the correct reflexive is me, just like in when we say je m'appelle, so I call myself. So I'll bring that back in a moment. So this is my correct reflexive pronoun, je, me, and then we then need to do something to this word, and that was obviously that went with number 3. So if I look at my number 3, it's the present tense. So what it said in the text was I get on, which is the present tense, not the past, not the future. I get on is the present tense. And it's this one here. So what have we done to this verb to get to this word down here? What we've done is we've taken off the RE here and we've added an S instead. So this is exactly what I need to do to my work here. So here I take off my RE and I add an S, and then I've got the correct answer. So, mais je m'entends bien avec mon frère parce que nous avons des intérêts similaires. En général, je, same problem here again, so it's exactly the same. Je m'entends bien avec mon père car il est, and then the word here that we wanted was generous, not general. So the word for that is, so if I just quickly look that up, so we've got GE is what we're looking for. So we've got generous, which is over here, and we've got généreux and généreuse. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, do we need the masculine version here or do we need the feminine version here? Well, it's talking about dad. So we've got en général, je m'entends bien avec mon père. Mon père, my dad. This is the masculine version of this. So we also need the masculine version of the word generous as well. So this looks like this. Oops, that's an E. Généreux. Et sympa, mais ma mère et moi. And then we've got dispute suivant. And here, ma mère et moi, we also need the reflexive pronoun, and it needs to conjugate correctly. So in order to conjugate it correctly, disputer, which I'll just go straight to the French side here, disputer is, it's got a number 1 next to it. Now number 1, again, we turn to the centre of the dictionary, and we do exactly the same thing. Now, because it's my mum and I, if I'm going to replace that with a subject pronoun, it would be we. So it's nous parlons. What we've done is we've taken off the er here, we've added an ons. So what I need to do with this is I need to take off that e there and add an ons instead. And because se disputer is a reflexive verb, we then need to also look at our reflexive pronouns, which again, if I just turn to verb number 4, reflexive pronoun for nous is nous. It's the same word, so you just repeat it. So this is going to be ma mère et moi, nous disputons souvent parce qu'elle est trop stricte. Strict, didn't highlight that, but should have done. Has an e on the end of it because it's talking about my mum. Le week-end dernier, je me suis disputé. I argued avec ma mère, downwards accent, au sujet de mon homework. So we're missing that. We need to change that to devoir, which is the French word for it, so D-E-V-O-I-R-S, and then this needs to change not to mon because it's a plural word, and therefore we use mes instead, so de mes devoirs. À l'avenir, je voudrais de la famille parce que j'adore les enfants. Then that is the correct answer. And that was an excellent piece of work, by the way.